Hello, random viewer, and welcome to the 10th episode of my Kerbal Space Program Let's Play. Okay, I'm sorry about having to stop last episode so abruptly. You could consider it an emergency. Basically, my computer is not in my room, and the room that it is in, I was kicked out of. That's the easiest way to explain it. But yeah. So, last episode, we failed landing on the moon. Well, we fell over. So what we're going to do is try to stop being dead, kind of thing. That's what we're going to be doing. I had a few ideas, though, since I had a lot of time to think. Here's Valentina, and there's our spacecraft. I jettisoned these because it's kind of helpful. Alright. What we need to do is finish getting science, though. So we're going to observe the materials bay. That's good. And, we did a crew report, right? Yeah. Okay, so we're going to EVA him. Come on. Oh, wrong key. Okay, I'm gonna see if I can get another EVA report. Keep data. Wait. Spacebar to let go. Okay, we're going to take the science data out of these, because as you can see, there's a decoupler right here. So when we take off, if we can take off, we will, when we're landing, we will not be able to keep these experiments. So we need to remove the data so that it's not lost. Okay. And he failed. This guy is a failure. Bob, you're a fail. Yeah, Bob's kind of sad. I think it was him from the first episode that was screaming so much. You guys found that funny. Okay. It's kind of doing something. I'm going to close those. Okay, what I want to do now, is turn off the RCS. I want to save that. Oh, we got contracts. That's cool. I'm going to turn on these reaction wheels. They've been turned off. That works. And SAS. Oh, crap. Can't do the SAS. Stop rolling. Okay, there. And of course we bounce. Now we're holding still. Okay. We're going to log temperature. Keep that. Okay, then we're going to switch back to Valentina, I think. Yeah. Alright, Valentina is then going to take the data out of that thermometer. Then we're going to flip the spacecraft upright again. So my idea is going to be to roll the spacecraft and use this wedge here to roll it up on top of this so it's kind of standing up, kind of like a cannon. And then use that so that we're already facing upwards some and push ourselves up. And, it only requires about half of this fuel in this tank to get home, so we have a lot of fuel to play with, which is wonderful. I'm so sorry about the graphical glitches, but that cannot be helped. Not until Kerbal's Mac version is more stable. And my computer could handle the higher graphics, but my recording software crashes when I do it. So, yeah. Okay, we took the data. Good. So we're going to get off the spacecraft so that Bob cannot die. Okay. Bob. We're gonna have Bob roll it up right now. Okay. Stop, Bob. Good job, Bob. Okay. Now we go back to Valentina. She's going to hop in her capsule. And then I think we're going to use Bob and go and get some science from another biome if possible. We kind of failed at doing that on Minmus. I'm going to put our RCS away. Oh, slow down, Valentina. Okay. Alright, she's in now. We got all our science. So next what we have to do is, yeah, get Bob back out. Valentina needs to stay here and try to figure out how to fix this issue. So I'm going to zoom out, see if there's any new biomes anywhere nearby. There's nothing close, no. I don't think we're going to be able to do it. Not on flying. I'm going to try to grab another surface sample. We might be able to. I mean, if we can cheat it and get even more science, that's great. Okay, I mean, they've had their fun. I think we're going to try to get home now. Alright, we're on board. Good, it didn't make us dump the experiment. That's wonderful. Okay. I'm going to quick save now, because trying to get upright can be quite difficult. So first we're going to try to roll onto this. Come on. Okay, I see how this works. Once we get up... Oh crap. Other way. And we have to go east. Okay. That worked a lot better than I thought. My clothes. That was a bit nerve-wracking. That was terrifying, actually. I did not expect that to work. Well, we don't need that quick save because we are going. Okay, I'll check our orbit. Yep, we're going up. I'm very surprised that worked. So I guess not a complete fail. We just were bad at landing. That was very embarrassing. I'm usually very good at landing on the moon. I think I'm gonna blame it on the fact that our landing legs are so tiny. Yeah, I'm gonna blame it on that. It's hard to land on tiny landing legs that don't have their suspension. There's a reason they have suspension. And yeah, I got a little bit distracted by me being kicked out of the room. I had a little bit of warning beforehand, and I'm gonna blame it on that. Why I flipped over. I don't usually do that. I can guarantee you. I promise I'm not usually that stupid. Not usually, anyways. Okay, we're going to continue to push that up. So, yeah. Alright, Valentina's loving it, of course, and Bob is doing the same thing he always does. Get a life, Bob. He needs to learn to live a little, I think. That's probably his issue. I'll pitch up slightly. I want that to go higher. Okay, I'm going to keep pushing that upwards. Maybe 40 kilometers, that sounds good. There. Alright. So they're going to space. Now, let's get more data. Going to roll the spacecraft a little bit so that our solar panels are recharging. Good. So we're going to take Bob out. Wait, I just want to see how far away we are. Oh yeah, we got 7 minutes. That's plenty of time to do some more temperature scans. Log temperature. Keep data. Okay, Bob. Okay. Okay. Oh, that stinks. I was hoping we could get more science. Obviously not. That's unfortunate. We'll be okay. And now we're getting up there. We will boost that orbit, well, trajectory into an orbit. And this engine does not make electricity, so that can be bad at times. But it's nice that we have solar panels now. Oh. The camera changing like that meant we were in orbit. Kind of panicked and shut off the engine a little early. Okay, now for returning home. Oh, that stinks. We are at the exact spot we'd have to be at. What? Okay. No, we need the most efficient. That's the most efficient. Okay. I'm gonna get this just right. What's that periapse? 23. No, wrong way. 74, not that high. 52. I found 35 is just about perfect. 28, wrong way. 42. Should have just clicked on it. You know, we'll settle with 37. No, I want to go a little bit closer. Fine, we'll do 30. Alright, so we'll time accelerate to that. Yeah, we can't time accelerate quickly. This is boring. You can watch the spacecraft, I guess. Does it have lights? No. Oh, that was a bit of a panic. Yeah, I'm gonna see if there's a lights on option. Okay, I'm gonna quick save. It would really suck if I messed something up and had to like quick load and then realized I was still on the surface, since that was my last quick save. Yeah, that would really be bad. Alright, they're going home now. With a lot of science. Like a lot. Okay, I'm gonna watch that now. From here. Alright, it's getting lower and lower and lower. I'm really glad I don't have to worry about life support. That's just extra weight, and we all know what I think about extra weight. There are mods that add life support. I'm wondering if you guys would like me to do or try one of those mods later. I have remote tech, which makes unmanned stuff tricky. That's why I never do any of it. Just because it's so hard. Then weird things happen. Oh, crap. Yep, I overshot with my time accelerating. It speeds up. See how I teleported through the atmosphere, kind of? I can't stand it when I do that. It's extra time. They need to fix that bug. Because the lower you get, the faster you go, and things escalate. Of course, we'll kill a little bit of speed with the engine, then jettison it. So what we do is we click on that, and then burn the engine, and fiddle it around so we've got it at the perfect angle where we're not gaining or losing too much altitude. It's pretty good. And we'll make it go up a little bit. I want to push it up a little bit higher. Okay, that's pretty good. Alright, Izochi, here's the engine going away. I know you hate this part, but here we go. Now this pod does have RCS, so I think I'm going to use that just to boost away a little bit. Actually, I'll do this. I'll just push this away. And I'll use it at the last second on the landing, because we only have one parachute. The parachutes made it fly really crooked. The RCS ports make it fly crooked too, but it's fine. Alright. Now we will time accelerate. Okay, we're in the atmosphere now. Turn on the fine-tune controls, because those come in really handy here. And then we will time accelerate. Nice thing is I can turn with the fine-tune controls. Even when I'm time accelerating with physics warp. Okay. It's a little off-center. Oh, we have a limited amount of power. Did I turn these reaction wheels off? Good. I did. You can see our blade are going away quite quickly. See how bright that heat shield is now? It was like orange last episode. Now it's yellow. I did cut out most of the re-entry last episode. Not last episode, the episode before. What am I talking about? We didn't do a re-entry last episode. We did almost dying. Actually, we did die. Then we loaded a quick save, because I just did it for testing purposes, and I said it before I did it, which justifies me in loading a quick save, because it is a little bit cheaty. Okay, I'm beginning to lose control, but that's okay, because it won't get that far. Here, I'll turn off the SAS and watch what happens. See, it just flies a little bit crooked. It actually helps slow us down. See? It's just the RCS ports catching the air, making it turn like that. It's annoying, but it's okay. Where's the Space Center? we're going down. Yeah, this is slowing them down a lot. So I'm going to try to right it. And get it going straight for now. I'll try to stretch our glide slope. I don't know where the Space Center is. I think it's right here. Oh, right. I'm supposed to look for the little red dot, because that's the remote tech thing. How did I forget that? I bet Yuzochi has a good answer for that question. Why did I forget that the red dot is the Space Center? But he has a very good answer for that question. I look forward to seeing it, Yuzochi. I think I'm going to limit myself to, like, asking you guys for 2 things to comment on per episode. It's probably starting to annoy you that I ask for so much. Now, asking Yuzochi for something is different because Yuzochi loves to post comments, as you can see from most of my videos. Now, those RCS ports really excite that plasma, don't they? Like, it's nice red and then it's bright white from those RCS ports. The SAS is off now. We don't need the sickness avoidance system anymore. They're not going to get that sick. See, even Bob's okay. They've got some G-forces, so it feels like gravity. A little bit. We didn't lose that much of the ablator. That's surprising. So I'm going to see if there's a lights button. Control from here. Nope. Some of the cockpits later in Kerbal Space Program, like Tech Trees, have an option where you can turn on lights in the cockpit, which are cool. Okay. It's risky to deploy the parachute at this point. Alright. Parachute. Alright, and then I'll time accelerate. Because this is dull. Now, are we in the desert, or what? Yeah, we're in the middle of the desert. Of course. We're pretty close to the pyramids. They're like right over there. As I said last episode. Sometime I should make a plane and just fly out to them. Whoops. Lots of G-forces. Alright, then right before we hit, I'm going to turn on RCS and hit the H key. And that will help burn off some of our fuel and slow us down. Making us lighter and just some extra thrust. This capsule does hit the ground pretty hard, but it's not too bad. Multiply that number by 2.2. It hits at about 15 miles per hour, which isn't too terrible, but it's uncomfortable. Yuzochi, I'd like to see you go from 15 miles per hour to 0 in nothing. Like in no time at all. It's a lot less comfortable than you probably think it is. Okay. And we're down. Any cool science we can get from the desert? I want to see. Maybe a surface sample about the sand. I wonder what they could say. Take surface sample. Lots of sand and rocks. Your climate-controlled environment. It looks hot. Sand is dry and loose and looks like... Yeah, it will take some effort to clean a spacesuit after this. Okay, I will board and then recover the vessel. Okay, so we made a lot of money and a lot of science from that, which is wonderful. Yeah, that's a lot of science. We gained 400 science. And we didn't get that much back from recovered parts, but that's fine. Lots of XP. Yeah, we made some money. It's soon going to be time to upgrade the launch pad. Our rocket almost maxed out our launch pad. Alright. Science. Now. Could get that. What I really want is this. Then we can start doing those satellite contracts. But I think some of this stuff's going to be higher priority first. That looks pretty... Yeah, we need that. And that's pretty cool too. I tested that once with a testing contract. Yeah, that looks useful. Alright. I'm not too interested in that, nor that. About this. That gives some cool fuel tanks and engines. Why not? What's that? Nah, I'll pass. I'll pass on that too. That gives more fairings. This time I get this one. It's bothering me. And then big landing gear. That would be nice. But is there anything else I'd rather have instead? Big RCS tank. What's that thing? Fuel. More RCS. I don't really care about that. Oh, that looks nice. Big cargo bay and better cockpits. I think I'll take that. Yes. Quite happy with that. Alright, I'm going to see how much time we have. We might be able to design something cool. Or see if we've got a cool contract or something along those lines. We got a little bit of time. What did this say? Science data from there. Okay, I'm gonna see. Okay. Yes. So we're gonna have to go back to Minmus, it looks like. Satellite, we're not gonna do that. It makes me so mad. We can go back to the moon, though, in a different spot. I think we'll do that. Not rescuing them, not rescuing them. Explore Ike. We'll have to do that later. It expires never, so it'll always be here. So, I'm not going to accept it just because I don't want to have any of that. But I think Ike is Duna's moon, the equivalent of Mars. Position a satellite? No. Where do they want to go? Depends on where these astronauts want to go. Orbit of Minmus, orbit of the moon. Suborbital spaceflight of Minmus. Yeah, no. Science data from surface of the moon. Yeah, we'll do that later. But we'll accept it. Where does this person want to go? Nah, that's boring. I want to see if I can get like a temperature scan somewhere. Just so we can have an excuse to fly a plane. Because the planes are fun. I really like planes. Nope. Same contracts. Do it again. Look, we're on day 60. Well, 61 now. Fly by the sun. That sounds smart. Today is your lucky day. Yeah, no, not burning up. I once got close to the sun and burned up. How close do I have to get? Fly a vessel anywhere nearby the sun to achieve it. How close is nearby? Dumpster diving? Oh no. Okay. Head to the sun and pass it by. No. No risk at all. No. They're lying. Now sign this waiver. Yeah. It does pay a lot, though. I don't know. Where's their orbit, though? I could rescue that Kerbal. I could do that. It doesn't tell me. That's typical. That it won't tell me until I accept the contract. Does it tell me where? Nada. That's a pretty fun name. I might just want that person. Temperature scans the moon. That's boring. Orbit from the moon. No. So this one. Turn her. So Nada is a female. That's funny. Seems lacking. Yeah. I don't know. They better pay well. I just want a Kerbal so I can call her Nada. That's just funny. Okay, she's not too high up. We can probably start doing that this episode. So where's our rescue ship? I think... Yeah, we'll just fly our old rescue ship. Or you know what? We'll do that next episode. We will look at our cool new parts. So we have this awesome new capsule. And this one as well. It has this cool window. It holds 2 Kerbal. It's another lander can. See? Mark II lander can. We've got the Mark I here. Then this cool cupola. Look at this. It's got a ton of windows. It's really cool to fly a spacecraft in there. Okay, fuel tanks. We got this big fuel tank. That's fun. We got this massive solid rocket booster. I should totally fly this. No, that's a terrible idea. Terrible idea. We got these cool things. They're like the normal Woolwich motors, these ones, but a lot bigger. You can imagine what they do. No, nothing too interesting there. Oh, we got this cool thing. It's a fuel tank and an engine in one. It's got this. It's pretty cool looking. What do we get here? Nothing. Nothing. We got wings. Landing gear. You know what? I think we should build our next space shuttle. Just for, like, general in-orbit things. It might just come in handy to have a space shuttle kind of thing. We'll just design this space shuttle part in here. So I think we'll use this as the front. Oh. So yeah, this will be Space Shuttle Mark 1. And Space Shuttle development, that's always fun. So this can be one of my side projects, I think. Is there anything I want to put on the front of it? We could put an emergency parachute. We could put this thing. Do you guys want to see what this does? I can show you. It's fun. This is not my space shuttle, but just to show you what this does. This is a fun little device, this escape tower. So the Saturn V had one of these, and watch what it does. It launches you up so that you don't die. It's good for escaping a rocket that's exploding beneath you. Yeah, escape towers are fun. Okay. That was a fun little test. We'll revert the flight because that was just to show something. Okay, I'm going to turn that back like that. Then do that. So I need to pick a front for this. Anything utilities. I could put our service bay up here. In here we could put all of our electronics. Have electronic thing. We could put our solar panels in here. That's always fun to do. Turn them. Nah, we'll put our solar panels here. Yeah. That looks good. I did it again. Okay, so we've got that in there now. I don't see anything else that interests me too much yet. Heat shield. Look, we got a big heat shield too. See? That's always nice. Yeah, I think that's everything for now. Give it a cool nose cone. Yeah, this is an interesting looking space shuttle. Alright, and then behind it we will put... Do we have a procedural RCS tank? No, not that. Where is it? That thing's not what I want. That's a fuel and oxidizer one. Nothing there. I'm looking for a nice RCS. Yeah, we should totally put this. Bang. Space shuttle. No. Oh, look, Soyuz things. Didn't notice those. Those are always nice. Okay, I don't see what I'm looking for. So, I think what we'll do... Okay, I know what we're going to do. We're going to put our RCS that we want to bring along with us in here. Because we want RCS tanks on board. This is a space shuttle. It's going to be needing to do like rescue missions and things. I did it again. Using that middle mouse button. Okay. I got a text. Yeah, we'll put them in there. That looks ugly. So I will turn these to make them not ugly. There, that's okay. Back to placing. There. Now we have RCS. I think this is going to be a pretty short spacecraft. If we want to use that, it's just hideous. No, so that. I want it to look relatively nice. I think we'll do that, or something along those lines. No, we don't have anything cool there. Oh, yeah, wait, we've got this. We want this to be a cone. Top we will increase in diameter. And then we will increase the length. And the texture. Let's do... Oh, that matches pretty well. Those Saturn stripes. That's a cool space shuttle. And then we can put our... we'll put this engine on there. It's not super efficient, but it's okay. Yeah. And then for our wings, delta wings, those are good. And then we'll turn them straight, or relatively straight. Wait, first I've got to get them on. I'll just offset them, I think. I want to place the fins on them first. Okay, so we've got those fins and those fins. So that will be roll, and those will not be yaw. Yeah. Another text. Either that or it's a weird bug. Oh, that's not what I meant to do. Okay, almost done. There. And then to help with re-entry stability, I think I will tilt the wings up slightly. This just helps with steering and things. It makes it have a tendency to turn the correct direction. Center mass and center of lift. It will burn through all that fuel when it's landing, and probably be burnt through most of that fuel. Not that much. That looks pretty good. So I think we'll just put some fins on. You know, that's what we can do. We can turn the cargo bay like that, and then we can put our fins on there. It was supposed to have symmetry on. And then of course we will offset these downward slightly, just to make sure things aren't cheaty too much. And these will just be pitch. Okay. This thing's hideous, but it's interesting. It's certainly interesting. Well, I'm gonna do this one. And that will just be yaw. Alright, there's that. And then we'll offset that down in there. Alright, now for landing gear. This will be interesting. Where is that? There it is. So what I'll do is, I'll not do that. I'll do that. Nope, a little bit more. There, that's pretty good. Then I'll just offset them backwards and inwards a little bit. And that should be good. And then we'll just put one set of landing gear in the front. Oh look, the door's underneath. That's kind of weird. I'll just move that back a little bit. We want that to be relatively level. Then we'll kind of offset it in there, which is a little cheaty, I know, but it looks nicer. And of course we will right-click on these and enable steering. Oh, and unlock. Sorry. Oh, unlock steering and disable brakes. There we go. Then we'll fill it with fuel and take it for a test flight. That could be bad. Yeah, it will be fine. It's going to be stable. Alright, so that's our space shuttle. It's super weird looking, but I think it'll serve us well. It won't launch like this. It'll launch on a rocket. Probably similar to the real space shuttle. And here we go. Bill, Jebediah, and Bob. Freaking out as always. Come on. It flies a lot like the real space shuttle. Terribly. This thing's weird looking, that's for sure. Alright, our first. First order of business in testing this space shuttle is gaining altitude. should be able to sustain a climb. It's a decent engine that it has. Okay, we're slowing down too much. Gonna pitch over and start trying to gain some speed. Come on. Yeah, it flies terribly full of fuel. We're gonna have to burn off some of it. And we'll use fuel lines when we launch this for real. Huh, that's kind of weird. This tank actually has less fuel than this one. This one looks bigger. It must be that it's a cone. Okay. I'm going to time accelerate just so we can burn off some of this fuel. Yeah, and then we'll turn around when we're a decent distance from the Space Center and test its gliding capabilities. Alright, we'll turn around now, test a high G turn, see how it does in those. Loses a lot of speed, but that's okay. Yeah, it turns decently. I think we can send this to space, which is funny that I came up with it so quickly. It's attaching it to a rocket that's going to be difficult. Alright, I can probably cut off the engine pretty soon here. Alright, there. That's pretty accurate to how we'll be coming in. So first we're going to try to kill some speed. Doing some S-turns. The real space shuttle did this too. The US one, of course. I don't know too much about the Russian space shuttle. It's called the Buran, the Russian one. They had some interesting ideas. Like our space shuttle, well, the US, because who knows, maybe there are people who are from Russia joining us here. Probably not on my video. But they had an engine on their main fuel tank. Our space shuttle just had engines on the shuttle itself and the boosters on the side of the fuel tanks, but the Russian one had, the Buran, it had engines on the bottom of the tank itself, which was quite interesting. It only flew once, which is a shame. I think then again, I guess rockets work better for the Russians. Space shuttles are super expensive. I can see their reasoning. It makes a lot of sense. Space shuttles do have their advantages, but I think they're quite a bit of a liability. Rockets work just fine right now, and the Russians are quite smart to keep using them. They're also smart enough to figure out how to make the most efficient rocket engines in existence. Well, chemical rocket engines. We have an American company who... and... okay, that's how not to land it. Where's it going? Where's it going? Well, I'd say that's a failed test. That was just a test flight, so it's fine that we're doing that. But we're obviously going to have to figure out how to land it. We might have to just use the parachutes. Anyways, I think that's going to be all for this episode. Hopefully we can get the space shuttle flying in the future. It definitely needs some work, as you can see. I definitely need some work on figuring out how to even use it. It's interesting. Maybe some air brakes would be nice. But yeah, until that happens, please like, comment, subscribe. Spread the word of my existence. There's not many of us subscribers to me, but I'd enjoy to have a few more. So if you have friends that you think would enjoy this, please tell them. Alright, I'll see you later. Have a nice day, and I'll see you next time, hopefully. Oh.